Today we take a look back at a special RHS student
and highlights from RHS Senior Night.
All today
On the Air.
What's up? I'm your host with the most, B. Haig.
I'm your co-host, Josh Thalls.
Many of us know Becca Stormer and her fight with cystic fibrosis. Recently, she finally received the call she'd been waiting for. Last week was told a donor was found for her to have a double lung transplant. Today, we look back at a story we shared a couple years ago about Becca and what she went through in her fight.
Thousands of kids walk through Four Corners every day, but not many realize how fast it can all be taken away. Here's a story on Becca Stormer, who would love to walk the halls of Richmond again.
I would rather be at school with everyone else than being at home, just because I love to hang with friends and have that interaction during passing period and lunch, and I don't have that at home.
Not only is it hard for Becca not to be at school, but it's also affected her mom's life.
Can't work, so I stay home and I take care of Rebecca. She does medicines. Right now she's doing a couple IV meds, so she does them every 8 hours. So from 6 o'clock in the morning on, she's hooked up every 8 hours. It keeps up a good spirit, but we have our routine and we know what we have to do. She has her vest and she does that twice a day.
It just fits over your chest cavity and it just vibrates your lungs so that you can cough up the sticky mucus in your lungs. And I do this between 2 to 3 times a day.
The vest is only one of many treatments Becca undergoes. Cystic fibrosis is a disease passed down through families. It's thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs, digestive tract, and other areas of the body.
Mondays through Friday, I have different rehabs. I go to pulmonary rehab for my lungs, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do my back. And then Thursdays, I also go to read for my port access, which is hard because I'm a hard stick to get, and it's like a needle, like a 1-inch needle that goes through your chest to get medicine, and it hurts a lot. And then after that, I have maybe an hour or two to myself, and then my teachers come.
Basically, to help Becca keep up with class, I would come over once a week. Sometimes if we were a little behind, maybe twice. And we would work for about 2 hours, and I would bring basically all of the stuff that we've been doing in class. And we would sit right back here at that table, and we would get everything done. So she did very well and got a good grade in my class because of her dedicated work. Becca just is a good student, and she listens. She doesn't have, any behavior problems. She has her work done when I come over here. So she's kind of the ideal student.
Next time you walk through Four Corners, think of how lucky you are to walk the halls with your friends, because people like her don't get that opportunity. I'm Mackenzie Taylor with On the Air.
It's great news that Becca is doing so well, but recently there have been other tragedies that have directly affected some of our students at RHS. You may have heard about the house fire across the line in Ohio that took the lives of 2 small children, Malay and Malachi Bradburn. They are the younger brother and sister of a couple of RHS students, and we'd like to take a moment to ask your help. A memorial fund has been established in their names to establish a scholarship. If you'd like to make a donation in honor of them and their family here at RHS, you can make a donation to the M2 Scholarship Fund by going to www.gofundme.com.
Our RHS academic teams have made some good news recently, placing well at the NCC academic meet this past weekend. English finished first out of 17 teams, and the math team finished second. Congratulations to both teams, and here's a list of the students on each team.
Time now to get a look at the announcements.
Another chance to get help on your FAFSAs this week, a sale at the Red Hot Bookstore, and an important meeting for HOSA members. That meeting is tonight and is mandatory for all HOSA members headed to the state conference. Signed permission slips as well as registration and hotel money are due. The meeting is at 6 o'clock in the RHS conference room across from the cafeteria. Seniors, just a reminder that this Thursday from 10 to 6, experts from local colleges and 21st Century Scholars will be back at RHS in the Career Center to help you and your parents complete the FAFSA form. This service is free of charge and confidential. The FAFSA form is required for students to receive college scholarships, financial aid, and must be submitted by no later than March 10th. No appointment is necessary. Students come to the Career Center and a representative from the Parent Center will direct you to the computer lab. If you have any questions, please see Mr. Hensley. Attention all BPA state qualifiers. There will be a Shamrock 5K planning meeting tomorrow after school in room C211. Please plan to attend. Seniors, if you applied for honors and awards, remember next week are interviews. They will be before and after school. Stop by and see Mrs. Porter to pick up your interview schedule. Are you ready to run and walk in the 3rd annual Shamrock 5K? Then sign up by March 7th and receive a free t-shirt. You can sign up at speedyfeet.com. The race will be on March 14th and you can either run or walk the 5K or run the 10K. So don't wait. Get signed up by March 7th, that's this Saturday. Get your Shamrock t-shirt and run to support BPA. Eat at Buffalo Wild Wings next Wednesday, March 11th to support RHS Student Council and the sophomore class. 10% of the cost of your meal will be donated to the sophomore class in order to participate. Please get a copy of the flyer from Miss B and R260. You must either have the flyer with you or tell your server you are part of the RHS Student Council's fundraiser. If you are looking for something to wear to sectionals to support the Red Devils this week, the Red Hot Bookstore has a sale for you. All t-shirts are only $10. Most hoodies are only $20, and there's a small selection of special sweatshirts for $25. Stop by and see our selection at the bookstore and the cafeteria during all 3 lunches and pick up something to show your school spirit. That's your announcements. Back to you guys.
Tired of winter? Because I'm not. Let's check the Red Devil forecast to see when we might get a break.
Here we go again with the snow, but how much can we expect? Today we will have a possibility of 1 to 2 inches of snow, added on to the 4 to 8 inches we already have gotten in the past few weeks. We will have a high of 28 and a low of 11. Tomorrow, there will be a high of 17 and a low, once again in the negatives with a whopping -3. But it should be a pretty clear day otherwise. We'll see you back here on Friday. Remember to dress warm tomorrow. I'm Macy Thornburg with your Richmond Red Devil forecast. Back to you guys in the studio.
Basketball, diving, bowling, sectionals, there's a lot in today's Red Devil sports.
Sectionals get underway and freshman diver Ike Camus earns honors. Last night, RHS boys basketball took on Newcastle in the opening round of the sectional. It was their first postseason game after finishing their season last Friday and beating Fort Wayne 76-61 at the Tarrant Center. The win gave RHS an undefeated home season at 14-0 in Tarrant and 21-3 overall. Davies Webster led the Red Devils in scoring with 20 and Adrian Burns added 15. But last night, RHS got down to business against the Trojans and earned a trip to Friday's semifinal against Mount Vernon and a 70-65 win in overtime. Antonio Brown led the Red Devils with 17 points and Joel Okafor added 13, and a team-high 8 rebounds with the win. RHS plays at 6 p.m. on Friday in the first game of the semifinals. Last Saturday, RHS freshman diver Ike Camus competed in the state finals in Indianapolis. He finished 3rd in the 1 meter. The 3rd place finish also earned him PAL Item Athlete of the Week honors this week. And one last mention today is RHS senior Charlissa Cassidy was named Honorable Mention All-State for bowling. Congratulations to all RHS athletes, and stay tuned for more highlights at the end of the show.
That's our show, and we want to say again, congratulations to Becca Stormer and hope she has a great recovery.
Also, congratulations to the English and Math academic teams as well as Ike Camus and Charlissa Cassidy.
As we close, here's a look back at highlights from senior night last Friday. Have a great day.